everyone. Happy Monday and welcome to a new week. We are the 20th of July, and here we get together every Monday to explore ideas, concepts, and do little, I don't want to say little, but energetic shifts that can have lasting big impact in your life. And in today's work, what I'm going to be exploring is tapping into the moon and using Ganesh to clear any kind of obstacles, whether that be obstacles in your health or any issues you may be having with health, with finances, with relationships. So get yourself nice and cozy, turn off any distractions, and may this energetic tune-up serve you well. Okay, so here we go. I'm focusing in, I'm going to bring everyone's, you can think about the problems that you have in your life. Perhaps it's those things that you really, those things that you avoid. So whether that be looking at that symptom that keeps reoccurring within your body, or maybe that conversation with someone or a relationship, or even as small as a closet that's niggling at you that you need to clean, but you're just avoiding it. It could be minute, or it could be something bigger. So you can think about whichever issues that you have that you'd like to think of to bring forward for this energy to work through, to shift, to transmute. I've got some things that I'd like for myself, so I'm bringing those up into my mind's eye. We want to reduce stress and anxiety when approaching or when thinking about, or the thinking about even tending to that problem. So I'm going to use the closet as an example. The thinking about cleaning out the closet tends to create more anxiety, distress, discomfort. Then maybe you get into some shame for letting it go for so long. Then the actual tending to. So here, Ganesh, we want to invoke Ganesh, the mover of obstacles. So whether usually these obstacles could be outward obstacles, but I don't really like to go there. I'd like to stay reflecting inward, so that looking down, so Ganesh, his ears, he looks down into the nervous system. And in this case, we're going to use that energy of Ganesh to clear any belief systems over the myelin sheath of your nervous system, and any nooks and crannies that could even be held. I'm really focusing on the nervous system to help regulate, to keep it nice and calm. And I'm the vagus nerve is coming up here, so that rest and digest. So usually a good way to tend to things is you receive a piece of information, the vagus nerve gets activate the vagus nerve, you take a deep breath. You don't need to make big decisions right away, or those knee-jerk reactions. Those are usually coming from places of defensiveness, belief systems, or identities, right? I must be, or I have to, or I am, whatever it is that you think. So we're going to use Ganesh to clear any active memory, using also the active memory. There's a big burp. To any places within your that are stuck in the nervous system. I can feel them like knots that the energy jumps over, and those things that you avoid are the things that you need to lean into. So like that closet. So we're going to use invoking Ganesh to help clear those belief systems, those things that trip you up, to have the courage or responsibility to look at those things that you avoid. Now, the thinking usually makes it 10 times worse, right? Thinking about cleaning out your closet, thinking about all the things that you're going to see that you have to tend to. No, one little thing at a time, one little thing at a time, slowly, slowly. And this is where the vagus nerve and the digestive system help to break the worry, helps to break big pieces of information or big problems into smaller problems. We're also going to bring in the moon. So today we're right at the cusp. It's the last day of the waning moon, which is really great. We want that waning moon to pull away, to draw away the stress, to draw away anxiety, to draw away any kind of pain, whether it be emotional. I don't really like that one, but we're going to say it for the sake of saying it. Emotional pain, physical pain to reduce. So to reduce stress and anxiety when looking at something that you need to tend to in your life that's causing lots of stress and anxiety. Now we're going to trigger the session, linking to the prefrontal cortex, so that tomorrow on the 21st, your heart desires, those things that you would like to see manifest or grow, will come with the waxing. So using the waning moon to draw away stress and anxiety, using that, tapping into that waxing moon energy for growth. So it could be growth of opportunities, growth of financial prosperity, growth within your relationships, um, growth, let's say, within your household. So that could be that closet gets tended to, that waning moon pulls away let's say you throw out all of those things that you no longer need, those old broken pieces like my junk drawer. It doesn't have a home. You sort things out within your closet. It gets a home, gets donated, it gets thrown out. And then there's space for the waxing moon to come in and there we go. That waxing moon your heart desires. We don't want these heart desires to be needy, though. So you got to be careful from the space from which you're coming from. If there's desperation or neediness, you're not really going to get the result that you want. I don't really like result, but like energy attracts like energy. So let's say you'd like to manifest, grow your money. So my money grows exponentially is a really clear sentence without the expectation or neediness of it to happen. That if you're coming from a really, really desperate and really, really needy, then you're going to attract like. Wonderful. So I'm wrapping up the session into a nice little bow here. We've got Ganesh clearing any obstacles, usually within your own thinking, within your own belief systems, clearing out those active memory knots that run along the nervous system that trip you up. We're going to activate the vagus nerve through that digestive system, specifically the stomach, where worry works in a healthy way to break small pieces out of a large problem. It could even be as simple as a closet. So it doesn't need to be complicated. It can be complex, but helping that vagus nerve help your body mind to keep it simple. Then tuning into that waning moon to reduce stress and anxiety or worry or reduce. Oh, inflammation is coming up here. So even inflamed thinking, inflamed emotions, inflammation that you may have within the body, and self-perpetuating those ideas or concepts that keep you stuck, right? We want to look at the things that keep us stagnant or stuck. So waning moon, pulling away, letting go, and then the waxing moon, linking that to your heart of hearts. There we go. Those heart desires, those things that you would like to see grow and flourish. Happy Monday, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me, for finding my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to grow my channel and get this wonderful message out to the world. Thank you all. See you next Monday.